doing some more historic Brawl. Today, we're going to be playing Neera. So we'll go over Neera, and you might notice from this thumbnail title, I don't like this card. Neera is a terrible card, specifically Neera Wild Mage from the Baldur's Gate set. Now you might be going, that's kind of harsh. Why are you calling your commander a terrible card? Usually when I say cards are good or bad, I'm going off opinions. This one I think is just kind of universally terrible. Here's why. So this card is just too expensive for its effect. So I'll go over Neera's effect. I'll talk about a couple of the decks I tried to make with this. I'll talk about the deck that I actually have to play today. And then we'll do some games. But Neera is awful because this card is too expensive. At 6 drop, Neera's effect is... the exact wording of it has a little bit more to it. Whenever you'd cast a spell and you have Neera on the board, the first time you do that, you can choose to take that spell, put it on the bottom of your deck, and then reveal cards from the top of your deck until you get another spell and cast that one instead without paying its mana cost. It's in essence a cheap replacement. The issue is that most of the bigger stuff that you would want to play with Neera, so there's a couple issues. One is that this is a 6-drop. At a 6-drop, you're not doing that anytime early, especially in red-blue. These two colors in Historic Brawl are not really ramp colors. You are not playing this card early. I think the fastest you could get it out would maybe be something like turn 4 or 5. Secondly, by the time you are getting this card out and playing another spell to trigger its ability, let's say you want to play, for example, let's say you're going to play Opt or Brainstorm to try to go grab something like Arcane Bombardment, or maybe a bigger creature that's not in this deck. This deck doesn't have too many big creatures. We'll get into that in a minute. Let's say you try to actually go and do that. Well, this means that your deck has to consist of 2 cards. It has to consist of your cheap cards that you are going to use as combo pieces to play and pull out the bigger stuff, and the big stuff. But that means that whenever you try to do the small stuff, if it's actually random, there's a decent chance that you go and hit something that doesn't work. Like you play something like Curate, and then you go into Lightning Bolt. It's pretty garbage. And so, in theory, this is where I tried to make another deck. It's not the deck I played today. I tried to make a deck that used Scry, Surveil, and other effects that let you put cards back on the top of your deck. It turns out that there's not many that do that. Brainstorm is kind of the only exception. Like, there are maybe a couple others, but there's not a lot. And so, with all that said and done, Neera is just kind of a bad card. But I still made a deck for it. I'm still going to play it. And so instead of doing Neera Wild Mage as a card that is going to just, you know, be doing replacement effects or cheating things into play, this is Neera Wild Mage as a extra casts deck. So it has a few other things like Balmor in here, Battle Mage, and I tried adding some stuff with Prowess. It has a few creatures with Prowess or things like that. It's effectively just red-blue instants and sorceries. I tried to do something more than that, but it just doesn't really work. Neera is just too expensive at 6 to actually, like, by the time you could play Neera, just cheat in whatever you're going to cheat in yourself. There's not enough cards to let you manipulate the top of your deck, and Neera itself is pretty terrible. But we're still here for a stream, so let's play some games, shall we? So I may have to turn this audio down a little bit for myself. Oh, man. This isn't, like, the first actually productive thing I did today, but it kind of feels like it. I had the day off. It's not obvious from everything else I do and say. I live in the U.S. Today is Veterans Day, so I was off work, and I achieved a grand total of nothing. Nothing! For example, I didn't even go and take this stream and post it to the various places that I try to rep my stuff. Can I just... There we go. Copy that, steal that. What do we got? Anger of the Gods, Primal Amulets, 2 blues. I'm gonna wall them. And then I'm going to go promote this. This is keepable. By promote, I mean post in the 2 Discord servers that occasionally come and have people come and watch my stuff. But yeah, Neera's terrible. Don't like this card much. Let's do Island. Let's do you. let's do... Quad build, games, start Brawl League. Brawl up YouTube. There used to be, let's see, so I'm playing into Kodama. I'm going to keep Blazing Volley, but I'm going to put that for the deck. I probably should have kept both of those where they were. Historic Brawl League. What happened to the, community content tab? Well, if I can't find it, I can't find it. I'm not going to go out of my way to be rude to folks right now. Oh, here we go. Content. Let's do that. Looks like Blazing Volley was a mistake, unfortunately. I'm gonna go get another red just because that's what I need for Storm's Wrath. And end turn. Though I think putting that other earlier out on the bottom of the deck should not have done that. If I can get one more land here, I'm in an okay position to restabilize. But otherwise, I might just be about to get my butt kicked. You're not a land. Well. Given that I did not get my land, let's just cheat out Stormland. Sure. Oh. I had played in that tourney on Wednesday, and that was a roughish week, but I have this sense that today is just going to be complete pounding. Alright, well, unfortunately that's a very easy pick. Yeah. Okay, actually I can stabilize this. They're gonna have a billion land, but they're gonna have no cards. Oh no, they're not. They're gonna have a billion land and some more cards. And they're just gonna do that stabilize. Okay, never mind. Scratch that. Stabilization ain't happening. This is just gonna be a stomp. Ah well. But yeah, I don't like this this commander very much. That had one red, maybe a turn earlier. Actually, it probably wouldn't have been too different because they would have still had vast Stony Strength and Arbor Armament, and they probably could have protected the Ooze and the Dryad through it. It would have been different, but it would have been effectively the same. Aggressively going after my graveyard. Let's go, Jaya. I've had a couple wins with this deck, but, like, there's not enough of the consistent identity with it to do as much as I'd like. Especially not to block here. But yeah. That was unfortunate. I think this might have gone a little bit better. I definitely made some early misplays. It's like, hey, you included the red board wipes. They will do you no favors, but you did include them. I also asked around, I was like, hey, can you think of anything clever to do with Neera? And, no, people could not. So, if it was like a 5/7 or something, it'd also be a lot better, just because it would be a better defensive tool. But, as it is, it's just a terrible card. Let's see who game 2 is gonna be. Who's gonna fight me for... Oh, Raphael. Raphael is Demon Imp. Demon Imp something else tribal, right? I'll keep. Demon Devil Imp Tiefling. Raphael's a fun card. I like that card. Let's do Shivan Reef. Just in case. Islands, next. End turn. See who's gonna be coming up next. Who's you? Who's that? Yep, I can't stop that ramp. That's a little bit. Last 2 attackers, my turn. Alright, we got the counter spell now. This deck basically just tries to stall out and see what it can do. But Neera's a poor commander. Let's see, they can probably see what's coming. I'll let them have that. The other neat thing about Raphael that I didn't mention is that Raphael gives other little dudes around him lifelink, which usually demons are like, oh hey, yeah, I'll be like a 6/6 for 3, but you're gonna have to give some life up for that, buddy. I'm gonna cast spell. We don't want to day or night. Brawl will take 3 next turn, then I'll be able to bottom of the deck. I'll play take 3. I will do a -2. Kick into Cinderclasm for 4. That's not going to be... that would be enough. That could work out. Let's see. I like Sin Prodder more than I liked Brimstone Vandal, though, as a card. Interesting. They're just saying, yeah, I don't give a shit that you've got Rel Zarek out. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna make you regret that, but it's puntin' time. Boy, here I go punting again. Nightmare Shepherd's a fun card. It got played a lot more, I think, for a while, and I think then it didn't really get replaced. It's just... Yeah, it didn't get replaced, it's just better stuff came in. Maybe it's some of its better stuff came in. I think maybe the other half of it is that we got a lot more, like, stuff that can pull things out of the graveyard. Let's give up you and you. Toss you down below. I could double cast Experimental Overload, or I could do signature spells. Oh, let's make a bad decision. Hey, okay, we actually got two good pulls out of that. Go +1. Oh, +2 and scry 1. I'm actually gonna toss you to the bottom of the deck. Prismari Command is a really good pull here. We gotta see... Nope, Goldspan Dragon. That is... interesting. This person is playing very aggressively. Are they just very confident that... I'm just thinking for a moment. Let's do Sweltering Suns. So I can Sweltering Suns -2 Electrolyze. Yeah, that seems like a solid plan. Oh man. So I wanted to play in a Brothers War pre-release today. I might play in one tomorrow. I'm not sure. Because the thing is, I just want to play. actually don't want any of the cards. Like, in a general sense. Oh, there, I just gave him a bunch of treasure tokens. Well, not a bunch. 2. I gave him statistically more treasure tokens than I would have liked to have handed over. Alright. I think I'll just give him the 2 cards. And the next turn we'll start using Prismari Command instead. Though, I probably could have done Prismari Command this turn. 1, 2, 3, yeah, I could have. Next. Huh. Maybe they had all lands in hand. I don't feel like this was that far out of their control. I think they still had a decent chance. Hey, we got a victory. We got a victory with this terrible, terrible deck. Didn't play the commander in it. Take that for what you will. Let's see what's going to happen next. Who will our third opponent of the night be? Will it be something interesting? Will it be Shrines? Will I have to play against Shrines again? Shrines is not a list this deck can handle. This list can't really handle any 5-color decks. Joda, Shrines, doesn't really matter. This list can handle very few decks. Of course it is. Of course it's Shrines. Love Shrines. Honestly, Shrines are not a terrible matchup with other properly made decks, but with this one it's just going to be real bad. We're on the play. I will keep... Do I want to play Shatter Skull? I kind of do. Finding some of the other stuff would also be fun. Let's go with Sheep and Reef. What else? I had, like... It's weird. You have those days where you feel like you didn't accomplish anything right, even if you get stuff done. You do a bunch of little annoying paperwork and stuff like that. But I feel like I should have gone out and done a lot more. Next, end turn. We might try Vadrik for turn 3. Nah, we really can't. We gotta save the counterspell for Shintai on 3. Maybe it's not a super good... Nope. Nope, they crafted... They've crafted specific enchantments for this. Or they bought them. Neither of which says good things about my odds. Next, end turn. Come on, go for it. Do it. You know you want to. Technically not a good decision, but doing it anyway. Okay, time for a really bad decision potentially, but I don't think it is. No, it's a bad decision, but maybe they don't have a 4th land. Also means they won't have as much mana to work with. Nope, they got the 4th land. Alright. An attempt was made. Let's see how many more turns I'm gonna get. I don't have much hard enchantment removal. Does red must get some form of enchantment removal, I just don't know what it is. In your upkeep, create a whole bunch of little dudes. Just little guys. Should I just pass to make it... Then I'll miss my land drop. Nope, that's not what I meant to cast. crud. Oh, that I'll keep right there, though. Oh, man. I'm about to get hosed. Ugly, ugly, ugly games. I went out and got a cheap frozen pizza earlier that I'm gonna eat tonight, but I gotta get better food. Oh, but he just tapped Go Shintai down, so Ralzarek might survive another turn. Okay, this just got a little bit more interesting. So anyway, I can Blazing Volley. Can I get one more point of damage anywhere? Blazing Volley could be good. But I don't see one more point of damage. But I can stall some more time. Let's do this. Riel. Then, technically speaking, I didn't need to do that. But yeah, I'm just brain dead, aren't I? I am a vegetable. Just a potato. Potato boy. Every day I wake up and dream of potato. We got Riel out though, so we could potentially use Thirst of Discovery to pull a bunch of cards next turn. Let's see if they're just gonna try to reanimate. What does this list lack? Oh, Graveyard Hate for 1. That's bad. That's worse. Okay, credit where it's due. This is the first time I've seen someone actually use Zur Eternal Schemer in a deck. I think I have a much higher chance of being able to do something useful if I can actually clone Thirst for Discovery and grab a whole bunch of stuff. Add the spirits to the pile. Still not great odds though. Let's do Witching Well first. But I think I have a turn or two more. Neither of you are my outs. Thirst for Discovery. Signature spells. Game Knight's Commander. I think that's probably a different... what's the pool for that? I'm curious. Because at least part of the problem with Neera in... the other thing I'd say is that normal commander's slower, right? Discard 2 cards. Let's give up... Not that. Not that. Sure, these two. Discard a basic land. Sure. Still didn't get any of the cards I need. We'll grab blue. Sorry, I had the stream covered by something else, so I apologize if I didn't see your comment earlier. Or not the stream. I have chat up. So you can't see it, but I have a great big ultra wide. And so I have got Magic right in the middle. And then over on one side I've got chat, so I can look over. Yeah. Brawl's a knife fight. I'd agree. I think the other big difference is that playing multiplayer versus playing 1v1. Game Knight's Commanders. I'm curious, what was that format? Cards that are have to have a lot of time set up are a lot better in formats where if you make yourself the enemy, everybody else is going to go after you. Do I get one more turn? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 15? Yeah, it's possible. I feel like your card pool for being able to put stuff back on top of your deck is a big portion of what might make this card good or not. Are they just gonna throw everything at it? Yeah, I can't stop that. I may as well just chump one of the spirits, but... if I kill Fonden, they'll just resurrect with Goshinti of Life's Origin, so that's a waste. Cinderclasm, 2 for each. I can't double. Alright, let's go dig. Give me a board wipe. Sweltering Suns. Okay, that's not quite what I was looking for, but that might sort of work. Put 2 cards into your library. Well... that's actually the board wipe I need. Enigma Drake and Curate. Curate can go on top. Yeah, I can actually reset the board. Full control. Well, not yet, but... bottom of the deck, actually. Not right now. Full control. Sweltering Suns. And... exit full control. It's not ideal, but we're not dead yet, so I may as well see how long I can stall this out for. What is Game Night's Commander? Is that like another channel, or is that a different format? I'm curious. So they're going to start resurrecting everything, but they can't get back. There's a few things they can't immediately pull out. Are they going to do Neera? Yep. I had a way to double up on... Let's do this first. We've got 2 shrines they can pull out. That's instant speed. Oh, that was my last blue. Oops. Crud. Well, that's a pain. Should I wait 1 turn and kick this, or just... No, I should probably just protect myself for 1 life. But they're not gonna hit... They're not gonna... Oh yeah, they're just gonna go get... I can actually wait a turn. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Hey, Archivore Seneca. Is there a reason to not play... What else can they resurrect right now? I see no reason to not do this. kind of hoping they'll try to pull out Goshen Tai of Shared Purpose. But we'll have to see. They'll cycle the Triomes. Hate that card. They'll probably punch with everything? No, they won't. Alright, well, I can make them regret that. Alright, so let's do Courage first. To do that at instant speed, that's basically useless. I'll do Cinderclasm after this stuff gets created this turn. I'll have to see if they're gonna play anything, or they're just gonna draw go. I'll stall this for as long as possible. Then we'll punt out the kicked Cinderclasm. And away we go. Nope. But actually, set everything you own on fire, please. Yeah, 1,000-Year Storm is fun, but I do not think it's going to be enough for this matchup. Same for Precognition Field. Well, let's do this to start. Alright, so next turn it'll be 6, 7, 8. Yeah, a lot of stuff just being thrown directly into my face. May as well just play the Chromatic Lantern. No attacks, unturn, block a little bit of it. But I am out of most of my big board wipes, except for the big blue ones. I haven't pulled any of those yet. So we'll have to see. Boo. They put a lot of the... Are they getting back now? Yep. Alright. Hey, I mean, that's a 4-5. They're not swinging into my face with this turn. I still top deck something decent. It's kind of annoying that you don't get to pick. I'll just block this. Get one more card, right? One or two more cards. I wonder if they'll choose to do it. I'm shocked. Shocked and awed. Okay. Alright, I need to think for half a second. I know you cast a spell, so that's one option. I'm gonna go with Primal Amulet as my replacement trigger. I probably should have just done... Both of you are useless. Give me some real cards, please, game. Experimental Weird is fun, but it will not get me out of this logjam. Will it? Well, actually it will. It won't, like, do anything else for me, but it will keep me alive for another couple seconds. Hello, Sweltering Suns. Oh, I should have... Okay. Okay, I just messed up bad. No attacks. Hey, at least I have an 11-11. But I should have done Sweltering Suns after doing Electrolyze to do 2 to go Shintai of Life Sword. Man, I wish this ability wasn't... I wish it was whenever on your turn. The fact that it's just instant speed. I like its design, though. It's such a weird card. More cards should endeavor to be just real funky. Yeah, I could have gotten rid of Shared Purpose, and that would have been cool. But I cannot do that now, so... Decline. Now this is 4. And I'd have not enough left to do this. So I cast it. I then replace it, and I cast the second spell, if that's an instant or sorcery. Let's go for it. Can't get worse. Oh no, I already did my replacement effect. Oh, moron. Alright, next game, I'm going to pilot this better. If I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose with purpose. Though they just have lethal now, off all their little dudes. But yeah, I was thinking of going to a Brothers War pre-release today, but the one I could have gone to was, like, crazy sold out. And I'm not traveling to a card shop to put my name on a wait list. That's not a thing I'm doing. Alright, hey, you've got lethal. Alright, I don't concede on stream, but this seems like a very good time, while my opponent is showing off how many cards he has in hand, to go put my pizza in the oven. I'll be right back. Alexa, set a timer for 18 minutes.
18 minutes, starting now.
Tons of busted combo enablers. Give the opponent the pizza flex. It doesn't... Listen. He has lethal. He could have chose to not play any more cards. Could have just gone to combat. It doesn't count as roping if my opponent is wasting my time, and I'm not just wasting my time. I'm going to doing something practical. Look, they're still playing cards. Do you know how many 0 drops there are in this format, in these colors that I'm playing? There are 2. One is a counterspell, one is Ornithopter. I'm very curious to see Brothers War. I just want to play it. So here's the thing, actually. If I can find My hope is if I can find somebody at one of these events and just be like, listen, I just want to play the format. Can you just, like, I will give you all the cards. Just let me play the event. Just pay for my entry fee. I'll give you all the cards, and I'll give you, like, I don't know, a portion of anything I win. Or something like that. At some point, they have to go to combat, right? Hey, look! They did the thing they could have done at the start of their turn, like 3 minutes ago. Oh, so what's up, Kyle? What did you do today? Actually, I know what you did today, because I know you as a person. You probably just worked, right? Every day? Every day you're hustling. Called it. You're still at work? I guess it's technically only 3 for you, but, like, come on. Think of the veterans, Kyle. Think of the veterans. I'll keep. Okay, actually, this could be a good matchup, because I have Anger of the Gods into HERES. Have you considered, hear me out, I know it's a wild concept, have you considered just not doing any work? Just going like, yeah, I'm done. You're gonna think about their paid time off? Yeah, but they sacrificed. They sacrificed for the country, Kyle. You also sacrifice. You sacrifice for your family. Take today off. Alright, so I'm gonna have to keep account on how many elves they're actually going to put into play to make sure that I don't get Allosaurus Shepherd dunked. Because it sucks to be on the receiving end of your opponent just being like, hey, by the way, all my creatures are now 5/5s. Suck it. I got Quench as well, so I'll probably just nuke whatever they put into play this turn. They can't super ramp yet. I'm actually gonna pull that into hand. I'll probably play Shatter Skull Smashing for 1 or 2. Let's do that, and then we have the most options still open. Anger of the Gods, I think I can do 1 or 2 more turns. Yeah, and I'll keep that open. So this way I can also do Compulsive Research and Toss Mountain. Alright. Anger of the Gods next turn or next turn? Why aren't they hitting me? Well, when life gives you lemons, electrocute them. I'm pretty sure that's how the proverb goes. Maybe they just got a terrible hand. Usually, wrist decks are pretty aggressive. Yeah, they must have had an awful hand. Just like all lands, nothing else. Oh, man. Wait, actually, so Chris Woe, if you're still here, maybe I'll just call you Chris. Chris, if you're still here, when you say Mystical Archive, are you talking about the retro artifacts? Or are you talking about something else that's also in the set? Oh, wow. I feel insulted. The game has decided that the fair matchup for my deck is Inga Rune Eyes. If I lose this game, against Inga Rune Eyes, I'm deleting this deck. I'll do something else for the rest of the stream. But if this deck loses to Inga Rune Eyes, it does not deserve to exist. The retro artifacts. Yeah, those do look very cool. There's not actually much to gain from playing Brawl here. I'm gonna do it anyway. Intimidation factor. I was looking at those. There's a bunch of stuff like that. Ashnod's Altar. There's a bunch of little things in that. Let's do Brainstorm. Static Domination. Though, what is it? Is it Mishra's Bauble that's already been banned? Or at least it's been banned in Historic. It'll be interesting, especially, so the other interesting part of it will be that, so that, here's the thing, is that it might, but I can see it also potentially backfiring, given that, like, technically speaking, do I do Chromatic Lantern or Cosmos? Let's do Elixir. See if this is a... Okay. So technically, Arena doesn't really allow for true infinite combos. I think I've sort of done this on the channel before, but it allows for only like 27 loops or so before it considers it to be like, enforces you into a draw, which is still a lot. 27 cards can be a lot. 27 life can be a lot, but it's definitely not infinite. Let's do Chromatic Lantern and hope that it resolves. Cool. That's a wizard. That's not a wizard. Next to combat. No attacks. Enter. I think it'll be interesting. I think that at least Ashnod's Altar and stuff like that, a lot of token decks will probably see it. It's weird, because technically we have Channel on... I want to go see what formats Channel is banned in. I'm going to lose to Inga Rune Eyes. You fucking shitting me. I feel like there's two-ish metas for Brawl, right? You have Q meta, and then you have event meta. That does not do shit. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it's not lethal yet. What are the odds that they're sitting on a counterspell? Very high. Let's just hope they don't have... So they'll play another basic island. That'll be 7, 8. They play 2 spells. They do have lethal. Okay, I'm gonna counter this because I kind of gotta. Now, I'm assuming they will counterspell my counterspell. Nope. That is not a land. Next card that I need a land or I lose. Oh yeah, couldn't be you, Kyle. That is also not a land. I'm sorry, this deck is just terrible. That's a land. I'm about to lose this stupid card, though. Alright. This doesn't resolve that scam. That's game. Alright, well, it has been a stream. How long have I been playing? 50 minutes? Here, you know what we'll do? I am going to delete this deck. I promised I would do that. I have another version of this deck. I will play the deck that is not mentioned in the deck list. Today, we pay respects to Neera. Just the worst. The worst deck. Alright, that garbage is fucking gone. Okay. I'm gonna recreate the deck that I had, the other Neera deck I had. It's not much better. Actually, it's not better. Historic Brawl. Neera, Wild Mage, Commander. Thank you. Top of your deck. Alright. Let's build this out real quick. Alright, Omniscience, Ancient Silver Dragon. Heck, you know what? While we're at it, 7 drops. Collected. Let's just go grab a bunch of big, chunky boys. Cinderland Elementalist? Yeah, why not? Cinderheart Giant? No. Dragon Mage? Sure. Godzilla Doom Inevitable. Creative Outburst, Chromatic Ordinary. Let's go look at 5, 6, and 7 drops. There we go. Yeah, Cavalier of Gales, Elrond, God of the Cosmos. Nope, you're terrible. Desert Doom, Mind Flayer, Kari, Kalim. Maybe it's Callum. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Let's go grab a couple more big chunky boys. Inferno, Ancient Copper Dragon, Arcane Bombardment. Oh wait, did I filter by just things that had Om in the name? What else do we actually got in that 5+ slot? Agent of Band in this format, Alrund's Epiphany. Yep. That's all. Let's do just 1 or 2 more, and then we'll do a bunch of other stuff. Platinum Angel, sure, it's terrible. Why not? Meteor Golem, it's actually decent. Yes, we'll put that in. And then... not Volcanic Salvo. Sure. That is fine. Now let's go grab a bunch of cantrips. Target damage to each. Blazing Volley, Cinderclasm, Underworld Fires, Monofaces Karazhan, Rowan, Anger of the Gods, not Gates Ablaze because we're not going to have the cards for that. Goblin Jane Whirler, that might probably end up being a mistake, but who cares? Storm's Wrath, A Crow in War, Elder Dragon. Sure, Chandra, why not? The rest of these are too expensive. Copy. Let's do you. We'll grab like 2 or 3 more. Where is... Fable of the Mirror Breaker is just a good card. Mizrax's Mastery. Yep. Double Vision. Hey look, it's the card that was never illegal in the format ever, despite not actually being all that broken. Expansion, 1,000 Year Storm. Brawl. Alright. Let's go look for some instants and sorceries that are cheap. Instant, sorcery. Yep. This deck will definitely be good, guys. Trust me. Opt. I'm using the wrong art of Opt, but that's fine. Counterspell. Disdainful Stroke. Callous Dismissal. Blink of an Eye. Sure, Impede Momentum. Why not? Negate. Of course. Memory Lapped. Yes, every deck. Resculpt. Technically decent. Absorb Energy. Let's go grab some red spells. What could possibly go wrong with this deck that is actually not very close to the other one I made? What's this? Infuriate? Nah, let's do Shock. Let's do the better version of Shock. Shock, the cooler Shock. Grape Shot. Sure, it deals 1 damage. And Lightning Strike. Yeah, that's a card. And now the most important part. Let's go grab lands. Castle Vantris. Search for Zeneca. It counts. All the Storm Giants. Gate to Sea Tower. Actually, that one probably should not be included, but I'm lazy. I'm including it anyway. Crucible of Defiance. I should really craft the blue Return to Hand spell. Frostboil Snarl. Riverglide, Shivan, Steam Vents. Sulphur Falls. In Memoriam. Let's see. Temple of Epiphany. Sure, why not? Arch of Orzenica, Command Tower, obviously, Fabled Passage, Evolving Wilds. Let's cut the Evolving Wilds and adds a Forsaken Crossroads. Which is a shame, because I have a skin for that card, but... And let's go cut something. What are we going to cut? Let's going to cut Platinum Angel. That's totally unnecessary. Unlike all of these other 7 drops that I have included. But whatever. This will be a decent demonstration on why I don't like Neera in this mode. Which is that there is no guarantee that you are actually going to have a super good matchup. Alright, it's time to play. Except the game, I forget that it always breaks if you in the deck. Alright, Historic Brawl. New Neera deck. We'll do 2 or 3 matches with this. As much of a joke as it is. Here, I'm going to move you over here, chat, and then I can see... Oh hey, it's the weird combo deck with Cody. I like Cody. Cody's probably the least toxic 5-color commander. Alexa, stop. I'm going to take my turn real quick, and then... Actually, let's do Gate to Sea Tower first, because I'm a bad person. So that I will have the Disdainful Stroke, and then I need to go make sure this pizza doesn't catch on fire. Hobby. Island. Next, enter. Sit back on down. I have thought about changing the time when I start streaming, like either pushing it later or something, just to see if it's accessible to more people. But I don't know if some of it is like, hey, you need to be streaming for just like X hours before you get any level of an audience. Opt. Let's go dig for lands. That's a land, I'll take it. A veritable bounty of lands. Let's do mountain. My nose. That was one of the things I set up today is like a random little sleep machine. Cody... No. Back to the deck. Looks like a third person jumped in for just half a second right as I was going taking the pizza out of the oven. Let's do Haka. And that way we still have Disdainful Stroke and the cycling. Actually, we've got like 3 2-drops in here. Maybe I'll cycle to... Let's do Hall of the Storm Giants. No attacks on turn. Alright, Alright, let's see what they're gonna do. Alright, let's do full control. Resolve this. I guess they're just casting God's Willing just to have the protection effect on the stack. Not like there's too much else I can do. Oh hey, they've got the cute little like rice ball sleeves. Let's put Neera into play, but I'm probably not going to use the effect. Actually, let's leave Shock there and do that. And then I can use the effect to replacement on Shock and then still play Alrund. I think that'll work out well. Clearly, there needs to be a setting to let you stream at 2 times speed. How would that even work? It doesn't work at all. Yes, the classic, your opponent just played a commander with more text on it than a Yu-Gi-Oh card moment. Time to sit down and read it, and then once you actually understand what it said, think about what it said and what it means. That, or they're mostly out of permanence. Their hand is mostly permanence. Okay, I can see why Arena wouldn't do this, but one thing that would be fun is if you could see your opponent's deck list after a game. I know that Pokemon does that. And it makes it kind of fun to, like, you can be like, oh, that's what they did, or you can import the deck list and take a look at what they're doing. At least it used to. I'm not sure what just happened. Maybe my opponent had to go, like, get some cheese or something. Will you do this? Yes, I will. As soon as my opponent finishes their turn. My dude, I had to get the pizza out of the oven. You cannot seriously be roping me for getting the pizza out of the oven. Honestly, the fact that they're taking as long as they did, I think they probably just, like, disconnected. It's probably not actually roping. It hasn't even been a long day. There's just a bunch of little tiny annoying things. Yeah. Oh hey, did this actually work out the way it was supposed to for once? I think it did. Holy shit. Ancient Silver Dragon is such a good card. Not like in terms of actually being a good card, but in terms of, man, if you play it and you get those attacks in. I'm gonna say instance, I think. What did I miss? 2 creatures. Oh, I should have done... Well, I had no way of knowing. Well, I got Cinderclasm, so I can use a replacement effect on that next turn. Could also just play Ancient Silver Dragon. What is this even art of? It's like a fire elemental or something like clapping its hands. What set is this? Dominaria? So it's probably a fire elemental. Looks like, oh, that looks like a goblin. So maybe these are all goblins trying to run away from a fire elemental. That would make sense. Yeah. All right. Oh, I should have done the Epiphany. I would have gotten 3 turns in a row. Damn, I'm dumb. Okay, now I think this person might be roping me, if I'm honest. Trash the god. Like, is their name Trash and they're Trash the god? Or do they believe in that they should trash the god? Or are they the god of trash? Their username opens many potential questions. Oh, hey. That's cool. Alright. Alright, everybody. So I need everyone to clip this one section of chat where this deck worked out the way it was supposed to. I guess I'll just take another turn. Was I playing into an opponent who was quite literally AFK? Yes. Alright, but that's no reason to discount my achievements in actually getting Omniscience out. 6% of the time, it works 100% of the time. Seriously though, I played like 2. So when I'm off stream, I play Magic. There's a couple big differences. One is that I will absolutely concede matches, and the other one is that I will be working on whatever other decks I play, but it's usually still all historic Brawl. Oh, come on! You're not gonna let me, like, draw a million cards and play a million cards? No fun. But I spent, like... So after Monday's stream, right? Which would have been... It wasn't... Who was Monday's stream? Monday's stream was... Yeah, Luca Mina. So after I finished Monday's stream, I started working on Neera decks. I made like 2 decks, at least. And then I played those for like 3 days. None of them worked. I didn't really... 2 days, right? Because Wednesday was the 4-hour tourney, which was definitely a good use of my time. Oh good, it's Tristani. The anti-theft queen. This card was better when it was Voice of Resurgence. What we got? Blazing Volley and Sinterklaas. Coming in on 3. Goblin Chain Whirler would be good, but probably not going to get a chance to use him. We'll see what their turn 1 is. If it's like 1 into Llanowar, then we'll crack the volley. No, 1 turntable. How the Turn Timber Symbiosis, aka Turn Timber Simberwood, Serpentine Wood. Just like my opinion, but I feel like that's the worst of the. Actually, you know what? A lot of the triggered lands were not fantastic. Populate Troistani? Populate's a really fun mechanic. Hey, that's a cool, like, cultivate you got there. I would also like some more lands, so... I'm just gonna borrow that. Thank you. We can both mana ramp. Green deck. You can mana ramp as the green-white deck, and I'll mana ramp as the red-blue deck by just copying your spells. 2 greens. Interesting. What's the populate choice on me? What set is that from? Is that a... Tristana, Selesnya's voice. What's that set symbol? Is that like one of the historic sets? Alright, let's do Neera. If I got mana drained, I was about to be very unhappy. Just let me play my RNG cards, please. This is what I kind of mean by why it's hard, right? Like, last game, yes, you hit Omniscience with it. It's fantastic. But this game, you drop this card, and it's like, cool. It's still turn, like, 4 or 5. Even after ramping. Return to Ravnica. I don't like you. Okay, I'm gonna block that. Alright, let's do this first. Oh. Statistically, I don't think that's likely. That just doesn't... That's a little suspect. I don't even think I win off that necessarily. I'll hold the rest of these for the moment. And funnily enough, Mind Flayer is a terrible card in this matchup. Hooray! Omniscience. I always liked how it's the like the plains symbol. It's not. Is it the plains symbol, or it's like it's the I don't even know what the symbol is, but it's the 5-pronged fork. Cast with ultimate cost. Yep. Take action. I'm going to use the Akroan War, and I'm going to borrow your, I'm going to borrow that. Admittedly, you can steal it back from my thievery pretty much instantly via Tristani, but I'm going to go get some more cards, if that's alright. Actually, I should scry first. Yeah, no, that's fine. Those two can stay there. I'm mildly upset that this deck that I threw together to prove that this deck can't win is winning. Not upset enough to, like, not fight, but little upset. Yeah, and they'll steal back Troisky. Do I have lethal? 3, that's 9. 9 and 6, 15. I need 2 more damage. I'm sorry. I'm going to decline. I'm just going to go... I'm just going to go get 4 more cards. I hope that's cool. Apparently my opponent is now conceding. What's funny is that I think if someone was to ask me what archetypes I like, I wanted to be an Izzet player. I want to be an Izzet player so bad. I'm not an Izzet player. I'm a, why can't I even remember their name? Who are the blue-green dudes on Ravnica? Simic. I'm a Simic player, unfortunately. I'm a Simic player because I want to play large creatures, and I do not want the opponent to be able to kill them. And that means playing blue protection spells. Sure, I'll keep. Why does this deck keep getting matched into, like, that? That's unfair. It's outrageous. It's unfair. Well, it's a strong mix, but it's just like, I want to play fun cards and do fun things. And you can't do that if your opponent is removing your cards. So the only option is to play cards that, when they're like, you can't, like, I destroy that. You're like, no. And they're like, but I played Destruction Spell. And you're like, incorrect. Yeah, but I'm only able to drop Omniscience because these games are going so long. I'm going to cycle you real quick and tap you down. Just for more cards. Well, I've got Elder Dragon War. I've also got Narset's Reversal. Your opponent, could you play like some ramp spells? That'd be cool. That's bad. I don't think I've seen a single Avacyn. No, I've seen one. I've seen one Avacyn. Yeah. Goodbye. I've seen... It's not to say I haven't seen Avacyn played. I've seen it played in Reanimator Rafine a couple times. But I haven't seen Avacyn played as a commander in Historic Brawl more than once. And I think that makes sense. I think it's a terrible commander. Of course they just get Sanctum of Calm Waters. You know what? This is fine. This is... I got my RNG last game. My opponent gets their RNG this game. Okay, I changed my opinion. This person's a bad person. I hate Haunted of Night's Reach. I'm gonna have to discard... Yes. All of my hand next turn. Yeah. Well, white has no ramp, right? Alright, so there's no reason to not just toss all of these into the... Yeah. Because maybe one of these next 7 will be something useful. Not strictly speaking useful, but hey, having double vision on the board, as opposed to having nothing, I'll take it. Yes, I'm aware that I have to discard my hand. Thank you very much, opponent. Oh. Yeah, that would do it. Catilda? Yeah. That's the issue, right? Is that at least in Historic Brawl, white has no ramp. Outside of, like, the artifacts. Yeah, I actually have a deck designed just to beat Go Shintai. It's the Shahira from the Baldur's Gate set. Oh, this guy's cool. I don't think I've played against this guy before. What do you do? I'll keep... Whenever you cast a historic spell, return target creature with mana value. So this is probably... Oh, that Paladin class is gonna do the numbers for them. I'll leave that there. So my goal here is to somehow get out Chandra or live long enough that I can classic Cyclone Summoner. And turn... Oh, that +1's going to be a problem for counter spells. You think it's a combo deck? Interesting. My thought is that this is going to be like White Weenie Historic. I guess we'll see. I'm gonna try to get some more lands as opposed to over prioritizing anything else. Reanimates artifacts? Interesting. I haven't played against this list before. I think this is probably just going to run me down in 2 seconds. Let's get rid of Arcane Bombardment and Ulamog right now. They don't do me any favors. Oh hey, Storm's Wrath. I think this is Reanimator Weenie. How can I get some more? Maybe they don't have a 1-drop historic? Hey! Okay. Okay, there's a chance. Let's wake that Inferno up. Can't Mana Teeth this, baby! Alright. 1, 2, 3. You absolutely can protect it, though. Yep. Cripe. And now you can actually just beat it to death next turn. I don't love that. Maybe I should have just done the +2. Okay. Honestly, not the worst position to be in. Not a great position, but not the worst one. Let's put down Neera as a chump, and then next turn we can use Grape Shot to start filtering. Hopefully they didn't... So let's see, they've got 3 on the board. They probably won't attack. That's bad. Okay, first up. Grape Shot. Wow. A large dragon. How useful. Wow. A bird. Also useful. And no longer belonging to my opponents, so I will take it. I don't see any reason to not just punch in. Come on, reanimate the Cave of the Frost Dragon so I can creative outburst it. I want to outburst creatively. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I can't do that yet. I will probably have to be trying to do some sort of disdainful stroke. Nothing says oops like a wall of flames. I thought you got back. Double strike, 5/5. Well, Neera would be fun, but so is not having my face completely busted in. That would be 7. 5 for 7, that's not worth it. Let's just get a treasure token now, so I've got... Yeah. Oh, hold up. Turn any number of non-permanents... Oh! I can put all tokens back in their owner's hands with this guy. Oh, that is broken. Well, not actually broken, but that is funny. Are you a wizard? No, you're not. Let's tap that for blue. Back to the hand again. If misquoting Eminem is wrong, well, there's going to be a lot of wrongness on this screen. Let's do you. And then let's just punch in the face for 12. Yep, there's the chump. I'm so annoyed that this deck is winning. Why is this garbage fire that I put together winning? That's a non-creature spell. Give me some cards. Can I? Nope, can't do that. Can do that. You may not like it, but... Alright, I have the counter open, so... I have a body, I have a counter, so I think we're in a decent spot. Abiding Grace I should probably start adding to more decks. I feel like that's a good card. So right now, +1/+1. Let's block that. Sorry, buddy. But I do, in fact, have the counter. Alright. Let's see. I think this is a good time to end for today. I'm just going to do one more thing real quick. Ooh, did I get actual Discord pings? Is there a cool game announcement? Let's go. No, it's just us discussing whether or not we can actually play Among Us VR. We could play the Mugus Lucas VR edition. Deck winning too much? Exactly. Exactly. Let's see. There's been too much victory. You know what I should actually do though is I should fix. All right, 1 second. All right, say something in chat. Let's see. I want to see something real quick. There we go. I just realized now that chat has been slightly overlapped with my actual face. So I'm just fixing that. Thank you. Thank you for the POG. Thank you for your donation to the POG fund. With every donation to the POG fund, we ship POG faces to children in need. Every 10 minutes, a child suffers from lack of POG. Let's see. Save as. Wait, it's time to talk about Neera. So normally this is the part where, like, I say something that I've come up with in advance, and today it was going to be Neera sucks, and I hate this card, except I guess what I've learned is that the correct way to build Neera is literally just throw everything over 7 mana cost into your deck, and then just play Shock and other 1-drop cantrips and hope it hits Omniscience, because apparently it always will. Because there is no God and we live in hell. In all honesty, I guess that technically makes it better than where I was going to rate it. So, should I change this? Should I change this stream's thumbnail? Let's see. Where is Neera? Okay. So, clearly, the real lesson here is that if a card is called Wild Mage and is based off of D&D's thing where sometimes you cast spells and funky shit happens, don't try to build a clever deck around it. Don't try to optimize for mechanics or utility. Just put in Jin Gitaxias and all of his other friends on one end of your curve, and then fill the other end of the curve with Brainstorm and everything else. And then just hope the game goes long enough that you can play these cards and they turn into those cards. Hooray, Magic, you win. Unfortunately, for me, that means that Neera is going to end up in C tier, which is a lot higher than the F tier where I wanted to put it originally. You know what the other probably big benefit to Neera that I'm just now realizing in a multiplayer game is that since you get one of these triggers each turn, you can probably get 3 or 4 instances of those search for stuff triggers as like it rotates around each person's turn in the list. Like you can do one on the person at the right, one across from you, one blah 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 blah. So that also probably makes it a lot better. But I'm putting this in C tier. I don't think it is. I'm resentful of the fact that I won with a terrible deck, and as such, the deck's tiering will be punished for that. So yeah, what have we learned today? We've learned that Magic is a card game that makes no sense. Yeah, but like the commander's so like, are you spending a removal spell on this card? I'm not spending removal on this card. If my opponent plays, one opponent's playing Neera and the other opponent's playing like Vorticlex or something else, it's like, yes, this stupid red-blue casino can stay out. Will I regret that decision after they pull Omniscience out of their deck somehow? Yes. But, then it'll be too late. I don't know, I don't feel threatened by this card. I don't respect it, and I don't feel threatened. Here's what I'm going to do. So, that's going to be the end of the stream, I think. Chris, Kyle, thanks for stopping by and watching. I'm going to stop the stream. I'm going to upload this terrible, terrible deck list that doesn't deserve to win, but does, to Aether Hub, and I'll add it to the description of the video. But that's going to be everything for today. As always, thanks for watching. If you like my stuff, please subscribe. If you don't like my stuff, please comment. Let me know what I can do to improve it. Or comment and let me know what you do like. If there's parts about it that you do enjoy and other parts that you don't. But that's all I've got for today. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you then.